Hello, dear learners. Today, on your request, I am again with the topic acid, bases, and salts, and I am going to start with this topic from the beginning of the chapter. This is again important and interesting topic, so stay in touch with this. So, what are acids? We used to say acids in the general at our general level, or I should say in the previous classes in 7th standard we have discussed that acids are sour in taste, whereas we used to say bases are bitter in taste. Both acids and bases conduct electricity. How they are going to conduct electricity, we will be discussing in the coming lecture. Then next thing which we will be sharing, bases are slippery in touch. When we used to touch them, they are slippery in touch. And another thing, some acids are solid whereas others are liquid at room temperature, like oxalic acid and boric acid. They are solid, whereas sulfuric acid, nitric acid, they are your liquid acids. Okay ji. And basically the meaning of word acid is, acid word has come from word acidus, which means sour. Okay ji. So this is the general thing. If he will be asking you for the physical properties of acid, so you are knowing what are the basic physical properties. Then next, this is very important thing, and for 1 mark question, this is good to learn also. So how you will be just focusing, listen well. When we used to talk about indicators, indicator means some common indicators we are going to discuss. Those indicators which are going to represent or which are going to indicate the presence of acid or base by change of color or by giving some particular order. So those are known to be the indicators. So here we have discussed some common indicators. First is the litmus, then phenolphthalein has been discussed, then methyl orange has been discussed, then red cabbage leaf and turmeric. Some of them are natural and some of them are synthetic. Synthetic means which are man-made, which are not being taken from the natural source. Fine. So when we will be taking litmus, acid color will be, in acid its color will be red, in base its color will be blue, whereas in neutral solution its color will be purple. Similarly, in phenolphthalein, color of acidic solution will be colorless, whereas basic solution will be pink, and neutral solution it will be again colorless. Fine. So these colors you are going to learn. So there is no particular question for this why this color will be. So these are the tests by which you are going to detect which color will be there. If yellow is there, then yeah, it is either acid or base. If blue is there, it is acid or base. So these colors are mandatory for you to learn. Fine. So this thing I have left for you for learning purpose, because you should be knowing whether if it you are going to test by these particular. One thing you know very well, that natural indicators, what are natural which are the examples for natural indicators? Litmus, then your red cabbage leaves, then turmeric. Okay, after that phenolphthalein and your methyl orange, they are synthetic indicators. Then another thing here I have discussed, that acids are classified into two types depending upon their sources. One source is naturally occurring source and another source is mineral acids. See, so the naturally occurring acids, they are present in plants, animals, and they are known to be organic acids. They are known to be organic acids. Okay ji. For example, citrus acid, which is being present in fruits, formic acid, which is being present in the stings of ants and bees. Then what are mineral acids? Mineral acids are obtained from rocks and minerals. For example, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, etc. So earlier also I have explained what are acid base indicators. These are those substances which can be used to indicate the presence of an acid or base in a solution by the change of color or smell. If they are going to give a particular smell, particular odor, then they are known to be olfactory indicators. See, what is this given? Olfactory indicators are those substances whose odor changes in acidic and basic solution. Odor will change, their smell will change in acidic and basic solution. Fine. Examples are given for olfactory indicators: raw onion, kacha प्याज, ठीक है, क्लोव ऑयल इज लौंग का तेल, एंड वेनिला एक्सट्रैक्ट, वेनिला एसेंस you are knowing very well, so that vanilla extract I have discussed here. Then comes some common acids which are present in our home. So those acids I have discussed: apple contains malic acid, tomatoes contain oxalic acid, tamarind contain tartaric acid, lemon and oranges contain citric acid, sour milk and curd, they are containing lactic acid. And then comes your ant sting. Ant sting I have told earlier also, it is containing formic acid or also methanoic acid. In our stomach, we have discussed in bio also, hydrochloric acid, and in soft drinks it is containing carbonic acid. Okay ji. So let's move to the important topic. Actually our chapter will start basically from here. So what is here? See, now in this I am going to discuss about the properties, chemical properties of acids. So first property for acid is reaction of acids with metal. So what will happen when acids, they are going to react with metals? So let us see how the reaction will be carried out. See, metals, when they are going to react with dilute acids, they are going to form metal salt along with the evolution of hydrogen gas. Example I have quoted: metal I have taken zinc, magnesium, iron. Other also you can take, and dilute acid we have taken either sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid. So metal salt, zinc chloride if HCl has been taken. If sulfate salt has been taken, then magnesium sulfate. If again hydrogen chloride has been taken, then iron chloride along with the evolution of hydrogen gas. Okay ji. Now the question arises, how we can testify this presence of hydrogen gas? This is very important. Take a burning candle or matchstick near the bubbles of the gas formed in the soap solution. They will burst with a pop sound. So which soap solution he is talking about? Let's see your NCERT. So this is your activity which is given in your NCERT. This is the apparatus. Okay ji. Now what is this? Here hydrogen gas has been formed. And to check it out, its presence, he has taken here the soap solution. And when the soap solution, when this gas will be passed through soap solution, and you are going to take a burning candle, as the bubbling will be formed and these bubbles will be bursting out with pop sound due to the presence of hydrogen gas. Okay, so this is the activity which is being shown in your NCERT. This is your activity 2.3. Then comes your reaction of metals with the metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates. Bi means hydrogen. Please remember, metal hydrogen carbonate word is there or metal bicarbonate is there. One and the same words are there. So see, metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate if we have taken, and we are going to react them with acid, then what will happen? Metal salt along with the evolution of carbon dioxide and water will be there. See, these two reactions are very, very important reactions. Sodium carbonate, when it will be reacting with HCl, salt is going to be formed, NaCl, salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. Similarly, for sodium bicarbonate, the products will be same with the sodium hydrogen carbonate also. Please make sure for both the reactions, either we have taken metal carbonate or we have taken metal hydrogen carbonate, the products will be the same. Then, very important question, how we will be testifying this carbon dioxide? So, we are going to verify this. This is very, very important, beta. So we are going to verify it by the passing this gas through lime water. Formula for lime water is CaOH twice, that is calcium hydroxide. The lime water will turn milky. See, We have taken lime water, CaOH twice, plus carbon dioxide we are going to pass. What will happen? Calcium carbonate will be formed, and due to this the milkiness, lime water will be turning milky along with water. See, calcium carbonate and milkiness is due to the formation of precipitates of calcium carbonate. But if we are going to pass, this has been formed, now we are still passing carbon dioxide here. See, calcium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide, we are continuing this. If we are going to pass carbon dioxide in excess, then what will happen? Calcium hydrogen carbonate will be formed, and here the situation, the stage will come when the milkiness will disappear. Why this milkiness has disappeared? Due to the formation of calcium hydrogen carbonate, because the valency of calcium is 2, so that's why in bracket, outside the bracket, I have written 2. So calcium hydrogen carbonate, it is soluble in water, and milkiness will be disappearing due to the formation of calcium hydrogen carbonate. I think up to this today's lecture I am winding up. So in the next lecture we will be meeting with the next properties. Till that time, thank you. God bless you.